Hey everybody, welcome back to Chicago Reacts. My name is Michael. I'm an actor here in Chicago, and I am joined by the ever brilliant, always talented, keeping you titillated with his fingers.
Super mysterious.
At the beginning of this video.
Right, Zach. I'm also an actor here in the city of Chicago. I almost said, and I am joined by.
We're in a loop now. We can't get out of it. We're back, everybody. We are reacting today to
brand new content, brand new channel. We're gonna see. This is a wild card for us, which are always fun. It's r/mildly infuriating by EmKay, and I just love the idea of this r/ already, because like if something is infuriating, it's intense, it's crazy, it's big. So for something to be mildly infuriating, I just think that that's kind of like a paradox in and of itself. So I think this is going to be an interesting foray.
Jumping right into the paradoxes. Yeah. Hey, if you're like jumping in with us, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the comment section down below with any of your thoughts and feelings for the day, or also if you have a suggestion for us.
I like the idea of our comment section becoming a journal.
How's your day going? Let us know in the comment section.
Yes, of course.
Also, check out the links in the description if you want to see what Zach and I are up to. I'm still performing with the Drunk Shakespeare Society. Check out my website for my performance dates, so feel free to check it out anytime. It's very fun.
Oh, yeah. And I'm still on a national tour with an off-Broadway production called Justice on Trial. If you're interested, feel free to reach out to me on social media, and I'll talk to you personally about what the story is and how to get tickets if you're interested. So without further ado, there we go again with that. Mild, are you ready Are you ready for some mild infuriation?
Oh, I know. Okay. That was not even smooth. That was just all right.
A fruit fly walked across my chocolate peppermint patty as it cooled, leaving footprints. Oh, but it's so cute! It's got cute
okay,
little
what?
Honestly, they look like tire tracks. Now I'm just imagining a fruit fly just BMX biking along.
Yes, that's kind of amazing.
Welcome back, you delicious snack, to EmKay. My name is Jack. You know what you're here for, fellas and fellerinas. It's time for some things that just make you just a little bit mildly infuriated. This is free air that costs $2. Note the use of the word free there. Something a bit wrong with something that is free that costs money. Oh my goodness. Call me an idiot for not even contemplating the fact this is for tires and not literally someone selling air. Oh, well, you know, oxygen's pretty hard to come by these days. Let's see how well that joke ages in the next 100 years.
Pollution.
Amazon shipped me an empty stick of deodorant. Hey, now to be fair, Amazon just does the delivery. It's Dove men you want to go after. Stupid birds think they're so much better than us. Waited and observed patiently for 2 years, only to forget about it and miss it by 2 miles. Well, think about it this way. If anything, you've managed to achieve 2. There ain't nothing wrong with a bit of extra 2, unless it's a tumor. Public bathroom in Chicago. Wow, they're really doubling down on the use of the terminology in public.
Where is that?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is that bathroom?
It doesn't look like the most fun, but you know.
Are you kidding? That looks like a great time.
You know, you're having a bachelor party and all the boys are like, we all have to poo at the same time. This is the bathroom that you go to. All right?
My God. What a great place to like host a podcast or something. And it could be like group shit talk.
Yeah.
And it could just be where everybody talks shit while on the shitter.
Yeah.
We've had so many good ideas today.
We're chock full of brilliant ideas.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I would label this as slightly more than mildly infuriating.
Especially if I walked into this bathroom and there was no other stalls and I had to make a number 2.
If you gotta go, I'd be infuriated. Not.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. I don't know if I would. I think I would just. I honestly would probably laugh. I think I would just. It's one of those things where you're like, really? Really, this is what life is throwing at me today?
You know, and then you got
yes. Yeah. You got to make sure you pick the right seat, because otherwise you have to go to the far end.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Black or white toilet seat, pick your poison. There.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can't they? Next time you try and make an awkward little toot as you do your poop, we'll all know who.
So you have to be on if you're sitting on the end, all other toilet seats have to be filled so that you can all pass the toilet roll down.
Pass it down.
Yeah.
Right.
So make sure if you are going in there you either have to go in by yourself or with 4 friends.
Right.
So that everyone can get toilet
Right.
paper.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's nice. That's nice.
Who did it? On the bright side too, this may really deter people from not actually cleaning up their toilet after using it. Am I an optimist for seeing it that way, or a Morty for being far too forgiving? That's a nice existential thought to have about yourself when you on a two-way road and the person behind you won't turn off the high beams.
Oh, seriously?
Is that you?
Seriously?
Hold up, let me turn on my red lights for a quick
can't.
second. You call it brake checking, I call it manually turning off their high beams for them. You have to pay to sit on the bench. I am educated about this thingamabobby.
what?
A rare ability I don't usually have, I know. This
that
is
a
actually an
homeless
art
thing?
piece
Yeah.
thingamabob. I believe
Yeah.
Well, they say he says it's an art piece.
Oh.
it was a way to
see what it
symbolize the mistreatment of homeless people. That and how the most basic of commodities, like getting to sit on a public park bench these days, are becoming more of a price point. Still, the last thing I want to experience is some unwarranted penetration after relaxing from a morning run.
Also, is there a timer? Like, when do you know if you're putting a quarter in for how long?
30 seconds max.
I guess if it's an art piece, probably, actually.
Yeah. But what's cool is I guarantee you the artist then goes and gives the money away to homeless. I guarantee you.
Or at least a portion of it.
Yep, guarantee you.
Yeah. All right.
How do you get permission to do that?
Maybe it was Rogue. Maybe it was a Banksy and we just didn't know about it.
That man.
Each person took a turn slamming their shopping cart into the front of my new car. I've heard of shopping cart dings, but come on. Now that probably makes you think, hey, this guy's likely parked somewhere that's, really warranted people to just be like, you're an a-hole, you deserve this little bump of my shopping cart. But no! Hell, the worst thing is that there's not even a trolley return place. But yet they're all still gathered together. This is really challenging the shopping trolley return theory. I mean, they're not technically returned, but they are collected. I feel like I'm witnessing a lot of chaotic neutrals here. I was looking through some cards, and this happened. Nine of diamonds is sus. Need a response on this. Hello? Hi. Thanks for connecting. OnePlus support. How can I help you today? My OnePlus data cable is not working. It's damaged. Are you satisfied with the answer? Press 1 for yes or 2 for wanting to change it to yes. Chicken pizza, but in quotes, so here we go.
What?
Couldn't even bother to cut up the chicken. And I'm sorry, but is that not the most uneven rounded pizza? You gotta tell me that is just someone's last day on the job or something.
Yeah.
I still eat it though.
I mean, you can just cut it. You can chop up that chicken now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If they put that little work...
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. If they put that little work into chopping up the chicken, what else are they putting very little work into? Maybe in putting gloves on. Maybe checking to make sure that the cheese hasn't been left out for a very long time. Bacteria is growing on it. Or that the dough wasn't moldy before they put it in. That's where I get concerned. Because with one shortcut, it's a domino effect.
Michael is making a lot of sense right now.
I'm just saying. The chicken is the least dangerous part.
You were definitely a really good kindergarten teacher aide. Mr.
I like to think I was. That's a callback from about 10 videos ago, so hopefully you've been watching.
Someone's got to put together like the saga of us, like our journey.
All our jokes that span multiple episodes. Yes.
Yeah.
We like to throw them in there occasionally for you all.
We do. Just to keep all the long...
Hey, I will say, when I was Mr. Michael, I dealt with a lot of germs, so I became very aware of it.
When I was Mr. Michael...
All right.
You ready to jump in? What is that, the the name of your autobiography?
That was the person that yes, that is my autobiography for the years that I spent as a kindergarten teacher's assistant. I'm sure I have a lot of stories I could draw from that period of my life.
Oh, for another time, y'all. For another time. God,
I think it would be actually a chapter in my autobiography. Because I don't. It doesn't end there. I've had many other experiences since then. So, all right, let's jump back in.
A well-awarded comment or post deleted. Makes you wonder what it said. Okay, but what if their username is just deleted and their comment they said was removed? At least that's what I like to think, so I'm not missing out and my FOMO doesn't get triggered. Had family friends ages 7 to 11 over, and they trashed my sister's room, made her cry, and didn't bother to help clean up. Parents didn't do anything, and my dad and I are stuck with cleaning. What in the hell? What? Just how many kids did you have in this room? What? It looks like they literally just trashed the place.
Gotta say, this is a real clean room, Stephanie.
Yeah. I spent all day cleaning it.
Shame you never paid us back for that extra large slushy last week. Ladies, let's show her why you don't mess with the Saddle Club.
$5 coffee, so weak I can see through it. Absolute props to this mad lad or madam for not being afraid to name and shame the literal store right there on the coffee.
As good as you have been exposed, now you feel bad for it.
That's what they misheard you.
I wonder,
Gabriel, really.
Was it just? I mean, there's no ice in it, so I wonder if it just sat for so long that it was watered down.
Yeah, but it's almost full.
Yeah, so it's like that's how much watered down it would be after all the ice melts.
Oh, maybe. It's just also like red colored. I don't know if it's from the straw or from the logo.
It's still. I would be disappointed in that.
That's an understatement.
I mean, I'm disappointed looking at it.
That's an understatement. That looks like a passion tea.
It does. I don't want passion tea.
Weird iced tea. On the bright side, you're not gonna have as huge of a poop later. Again, am I being optimistic or am I being far too forgivingly naughty? I went to start my car today and my key crumbled apart in my hand? What? Okay, hang on. Sir, when someone uses the term crumbled, I am thinking of like literal breadcrumbs remaining. The correct word you're looking for here, sir, is dismantled. God, I'm getting more infuriated by the fact they used the wrong word here than I am by what actually happened to them. I feel like me being in a car crash would just be like, yeah, I'll call the ambulance for you in a sec, mate. Just, it's dismembered, not amputated, okay? Yeah, well, it's a different thing. So,
roommate, have you ever had your key break off?
So my brother did, and I was there when it happened. It was like I was moving the car out of the driveway, and the key part like broke off from the plastic and then got stuck inside the plastic. So like half a little key was hanging out like this, and then you need torque to turn and ignite the engine. So then we couldn't start his car for like 3 years. It sucks.
Yeah,
more than mildly infuriating.
I had my key break in the gate to my building, and it was like perfectly even. So fortunately my wife was in our apartment, so I called her and she let me in. But then no one could get in through the gate because there was a key there.
He just was stuck.
So we had to wait I think it was maybe an hour or so before the building manager came. I was like, oh.
So when the building manager came up, did you say, "Hey, so I'm mildly infuriating"?
Mildly infuriating. Yes. I was trying to get it out with like pliers and stuff like that. So, but the building manager and I. We made a good team and we got it out.
How did you get it out?
Mostly pliers. We tried.
Did you try like super glue or anything like that? I've seen people trying to do that.
I think we just got just enough to get it out a little bit, and then we were slowly able to jimmy it out. Or we got something in there to get it out enough so we get. I honestly don't remember. I just remember the feeling of success when it came out. I blacked out all of the infuriating things that I tried to do that didn't work.
throws away dishes so he won't have to do them. I bought all our dishes and silverware. Wow, okay, I'm going to just assume here that maybe they have some extreme fear of plastics being reused, of which I'm sure we can all agree as a rebuttal. Get ceramic then, you idiot! Honestly, guys be like, why don't any women want to date me? But don't worry, folks, we're all about equality here, so now let's bag on a woman. Specifically the way this guy's wife loaded the dishwasher.
No, honey, I'm saving water. See, we can drink it later. What? No, it won't be dirty. It's a dishwasher. Of course it's going to clean the water.
How my
All right, see, that's a perfect example of a mildly infuriating situation.
Yeah.
To me.
Because then it's like just all soaking wet.
Right. But then it's like also like, are you kidding me? Do you have any knowledge of how a dishwasher
They
works?
must not have used a dishwasher before. That's the only thing I can hope is that they haven't.
It's the only
Though I guess, I mean, if you don't understand mechanically, like, that it's spraying and it's usually from the middle, like, yeah.
I guess.
But chooses to dispose of his cans for weeks at a time before cleaning them up.
Oh,
God.
my God.
A moment of silence for this person's teeth. But don't worry, folks. They have a reusable mug. They're saving the planet.
Oh my God.
Just saying, having that
That's
reusable mug
disgusting.
there is like a visual equivalency of someone ordering a large
disgusting.
Big Mac
Yeah.
meal.
Oh, but I'll get a Diet Coke on the side. Don't want to get too fat.
Just
The
rinse it,
absolute
right?
last thing I want to see at my fishing spot. My bets are either a lot of people there or a bunch of dead fish. Well, I was close on the former, but it is things like this that make me feel very slightly more complacent for the idea of always being tracked. Whoever did this, I want them hunted down. Predator style. I am an 80-year-old Army veteran and environmentalist who planted 10 native wildflower species on my front terrace, and now KC Codes has photographed as weeds, and I'll be hauled to court. These are flowers planted specifically to support bees, hummingbirds, and butterflies. I'm disgusted. Yeah, I really feel the terminology of what weeds are isn't necessarily things that are damaging to the local environment, but just spread and make your neighbors get ticked off at you. That's an interesting thought experiment to have, though. If your weed spreads to
really
another
sad
person's
about
yard,
this.
are you still responsible for it? Even if it's a natural weed that grows in that area? I mean, I feel like when your
Especially as an
weed genuinely
80-year-old
actually
Army
supports
vet.
the local wildlife and
Right. It's like someone's just like, meh. I don't like that. I'm going to call it a weed.
I
Make you
hate
get rid of it.
people like that. I cannot stand people who like make decisions for other people just because they don't like something. Or like a video went viral recently of like this woman who came up and knocked on this other woman's door, and she didn't like the flag that she had hanging out in front of her house, and so she just made this whole fuss over it and proceeded to like call the neighborhood watch team or whatever to come and investigate it and have it taken down. Like, it's just like, oh my God, why? I cannot, I have no patience or I have no sympathy for people like that. That's horrible.
That's frustrating. Let's see. Hopefully it gets...
and such. I feel it should get an exemption to being classified as a dangerous weed. Every disabled spot filled at the gym. Not one disabled badge in sight. And of course, one of them's a Range Rover or a Ute. That seriously should be Range Rover's new advertising campaign. Range Rover, above and beyond, as an a-hole. Day 2 of Wonkiers parked in disabled spots. Absolute legend with disability badge has parked in front of them to trap them in. Oh, yay!
Yeah.
It's the same person posting from the last time. Oh man, always love a good sequel.
Oh, that
Though I
is
would have given
awesome.
extra points if you were managed to get like a limousine, and that way you could just park in front of the Ranger Rover as well.
Try and get above and beyond this! Ha!
The bathroom door in
yes,
our hotel
that's
room.
awesome.
Just what I like to see in my smexy silhouettes. Someone pooping. You can even get a visual representation as to how hungover they are by how much they're leaning forward. After 17
I
years.
stayed in a hotel room when I was competing as a swimmer in high school. We were doing like a tournament for the weekend, so I stayed in a hotel room with my parents because they came to support me. And there was there was glass like that was like the foggy to the shower that went from the living room, and it was just like, this is weird. This is weird. Why is this here? And it wasn't like a weird like sweet. It was just like the design.
It's just the design, yeah. Come on, people. Like, what are you thinking? That's
I mean, it's my parents. It's not a big deal, but it was just like, this is stuff. This doesn't make any sense. Oh, man.
Years of my life, I finally noticed this in my house. Wow, it's like seeing a very big spider, but like not in the way that you're terrified, just in the way that you need to sell this house now. Hi, Doc. I just want to. Can I just book in for a lobotomy? Just a little lobotomy. That's all I need. Just gotta forget a few things, you know. Just give me a quick little snippy lobotomy. Let's go. My basement after a huge blowy. Oh, would you look at that? Your basement's gushing wet. I would just like to acknowledge that I am a despicable human being for making this kind of joke during a natural disaster.
It's not flooded, it's a portal to a whole new world. It can take a few minutes for your lungs to acclimate to the water, but after that you'll be able to float along with glee. You won't even need to move, just like your little dog Fido who's just floating over there.
That's the worst.
YouTube Premium decided to randomly renew itself, having not had it for months. Before this, I had 1140 in the bank. Now I have negative 0.59 to last me 2 weeks. How is that even possible? Surely by them looking at your history, you have evidence to dispute this. Now, before we go, my fantasticular friends, we have got to do some fan-art shouting. Today's human being that I am shouting at is human being _ exists. Well, I mean, I literally explained that before explaining your name, but sure, let's say it twice. They sculpted this using gray sand. It sucks. Smiley face. Ah, gosh, don't you just hate people with inflated egos? Yo, how does this suck? I will fight you on this. 1v1 me in the car park later this afternoon after school, bro. We'll freaking go. This is like the first time I've seen some EmKay fan art that's like made in a more different medium than just, you know, drawing it. This is cool, and I like it. You little piece of shit. So thank you so much for the work there, human being _ exists. And remember, if you yourself would like to see your fan art in the next video, you can of course do so by...
All right.
Yes.
What an enjoyable video. In terms of actually taking the time to film it, I gotta say, this was probably a top 5 filming experience for me. We talked about Mr. Michael. We talked about a lot of great stuff.
We revealed a lot of personal things about us in this video.
We really did.
And I hope you enjoyed that journey with us.
Yeah, we know that Michael's parents saw blurred out Michael ass cheeks while at a swimming competition because of a hotel design. You know, you learn something new every day. Every day, people. So tell us about your recent mildly infuriating experience. In the comments. This should get fun.
This should get fun. Yeah, if there's any in that video in particular that strike a memory for you, let us know in the comment section down below.
Yes.
And if you like this, if you liked us divulging little anecdotes about ourselves, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Mm-hmm. Let us know too if you liked the EmKay reaction. We're gonna whenever we react to new channels like this, it's always kind of like testing the waters for us. So if it's received well, then we can absolutely continue doing it. And I hope that's the case because that was really enjoyable. And I love Reddits and subreddits and stuff like that. So I think that it gives Michael and I a unique space to react to content for you guys and make it a bit more personal, which is always fun. So be sure to let us know that below. And then also be sure to check out our content below in the links provided. Like we said, we got some exciting stuff going on, and being able to share that with you is always awesome. And anything else?
I think that does it for me. So
thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes.
And we'll
see you next time.
Chicago React.